Hey, you tired of hearing people say to make good money, start a business? You tired of those entrepreneurs who parade on their high horse bragging about owning a business like that makes them better than you? You tired of those airheads constantly telling you if you didn't make it out of this COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic starting a business, you failed? Just because you own a business doesn't mean you're making money. I'm tired of hearing those people say that too. And calling out gross revenue numbers means nothing. What does your net look like? Order the Scammer's Tale business book today at www.thescammerstaleseries.com. Why are so many self proclaimed expert guru internet business coaches who have sold the saying make millions of dollars working for yourself? And my favorite saying they use to tempt you, make money while you sleep, so desperately and heavily advertising wanting you to start a business, claiming to want to help you make millions. Won't that make you their competition? Am I right? Hmm. Why don't they coach themselves with the coaching they want to coach to you to make themselves more money if they are making money in other ways besides preying on you being in a financial bind or ego tripping? The same masterclass and skills they claim to have created that made them $100,000 last month, so they say, why don't they keep applying that to themselves opposed to trying to shake your pockets? Order the Scammer's Tale business book today if you want to know the reality of owning and operating a business. This book doesn't sell dreams, overpromise, and underdelivers like so many fake online business coaches and mentors notoriously do with their rented cars, houses, jets, jewelry, and clothes. They give an expensive pep talk. My pastor does that for free. Shout out to Jesus. As you can see, I'm in an interesting place. I did not rent this place out to shoot footage, but our clients does pay us to be here. And I thought it would be interesting to shoot some footage here. This client took us nearly 30 years in business to land our first contract with them. Am I saying be consistent? Possibly. But you can do everything correctly and not have a favorable outcome when it comes to business. And that's true. I turned 30 this summer. So how can I say it took us 30 years in business? Well, essentially, I wrote my parents and my story. I got that daddy and mommy money. They started their business in the 1980s before I was born. Therefore, business is in me, not on me. My book focuses on the reality of business, the ups and the downs, what it's like to compete with other companies that compete with you by playing the low price game or the low price game to drive you out of business, opposed to being man or woman enough to compete based on performance metrics. When people undercut price, they undercut on service, generally. My book also focuses on negotiating with a current or potential client, hoping they'll renew a contract with you opposed to signing with the bottom feeder. It talks about employees, taxes, fees, having to walk away from contracts you need because you cannot come to a meeting of the minds on price, litigation, how to cripple someone's LLC because people think they're invincible when they're with an LLC. But this isn't a complete exhaustive list of all the book's topics. This is more than a look a person in their eyes when you shake their hands book. Just because you start a business doesn't mean you'll automatically get business. You can own a business and not have business at all, even if you do everything right. Just because you start a business doesn't mean you'll get rich. You can make more money as an employee versus being an employer in a lot of cases. Now, who's going to be that honest with you? Me, that's who. Just because you work for yourself does not mean you answer to no one, will build generational wealth, have a business to leave to your children, or rock to the beat of your own drum. Even drums don't do that. Don't fall for the hype. I have more videos on the way to pique your interest for ordering my book if this one has you on the fence. I don't mind begging you to order my book because that's what a true salesman does. We harass, get on your nerves, and worry that you know what out of you because we know competition wants you to be a client too. I ain't too proud to beg, but to know me is to love me. Seriously, I'm not selling dreams nor implying if you read my book you will be given this secret selling tactic or click funnel strategy only the top 1% of elite companies are doing. That's another jab at those scammers you see on here advertising saying that stuff. I'm not selling dreams implying if you read my book that you'll grow into a millionaire like these other fake internet gurus lie about executing. I do have selling strategies in the book. Do they always work? No, because that's just reality. I will say this though, there's a popular saying in medical school that diseases doesn't follow nor read textbooks. And the same goes for business. Business doesn't follow nor read books. But my book is a well-rounded collection of subjects in ebook and paperback format. I'm letting you pick my brain, answering questions you want to ask and don't know what to ask. What do I mean by that? Some things you learn by walking the walk because experience is the teacher that knowledge sometimes lacks. I know some of you want to start a business, whether it's for your ego, financial freedom, thinking it will provide less of a headache compared to your current stressful job. You want more family time, but business can be a concrete jungle that's much more challenging than your job. If you have the idea you can sit back like a big boss named Ross, do nothing but hire employees that will work because they are working for you without oversight, you're in for a rude awakening. Sometimes you work a lot harder owning a business, having employees. You have to deal with a lot of people, a lot of different attitudes, a lot of different personalities and characteristics, and you have to be the glue to hold people together and play them on their strengths while maintaining a very professional atmosphere about yourself and work environment. I also know you're tired of hearing people talk about being a business owner is so good and the best thing to happen to them when they took that leap of faith. You have questions for your entrepreneur family and friends that are usually how to start a business, get in the game, if you should be sole proprietor, INC, LLC, how to get clients, and you want to know the non-glamorous side of business. And that's where I come in with the level head and no arrogance, suggesting the how and exposing the catch of owning and operating a business. This book is coupled with the information you need and the gossip you want, because I had a good gossip you will experience during your day-to-day operations dealing with clients and employees. It has a mix of triumph and tragedy. We have had good years in business, but we also have had bad years. So make my day by making your day and order my book now.